First, I took out a windbreaker that I had used for quite a long time. Because of frequent wearing and continuous zippering, the bottom pin of the zipper was completely broken. This is a very important part, keeping the two sides of the zipper attached to the zipper head, so when it is broken or deformed, it will be difficult to zip up, or even impossible to zip up. This is a very common problem with jackets, especially windbreakers that have been used for a long time. And today, I will show you how to create a new zipper foot yourself so that the jacket can function normally again without having to replace the entire zipper. Next, I started working on the old, broken zipper leg. I used scissors to trim the entire bottom stopper, removing any pieces of metal that were deformed and no longer usable. I cut slowly so as not to affect the seams on both sides of the shirt. After removing the stopper, I placed the two edges of the shirt together to ensure that both sides of the zipper were straight and even. This alignment is important because if the two edges are off even a little bit, when the new zipper leg is attached, the zipper will not fit properly or will easily jam. Once I had the correct position, I took a needle, not a sewing needle, just to mark and fix it temporarily. I placed the needle in the correct position on the other zipper leg to determine the height and levelness between the two sides. This needle mark will help me know exactly where to put the new zipper leg, avoiding misalignment that will cause the zipper to not work properly. Next, based on the position that the needle had marked earlier, I used scissors to cut off the excess zipper leg on the other side. The purpose is to have both sides of the zipper leg have an absolutely balanced length, helping to attach the new zipper leg later accurately and without deviation. After cutting off the excess, I gently pulled the needle out of the edge of the shirt. At this point, both sides of the zipper were no longer skewed. I used my hand to smooth the two edges of the fabric and place the two sides of the zipper next to each other to check one more time. The result was that the two sides of the zipper leg were completely balanced. Once the fabric edge was relatively neat, I took a small pair of pliers to remove the zipper teeth at both ends. I clamped each tooth close to the zipper foot, turned it gently, and pressed slowly until the teeth popped out. I did the same on both sides, removing all the unnecessary teeth to create space for the new zipper foot. This step required patience because the zipper teeth were quite strong, but just do it slowly, and you can remove them all. After removing all the excess zipper teeth, I used scissors to cut off all the frayed parts, excess thread, and small pieces of fabric left. I cleaned the fabric edge before attaching the new zipper foot to make sure everything was neat and avoid getting in the way when using. Finally, I took a lighter and lightly heated the zipper foot. I moved the flame back and forth quickly, not leaving it for too long to avoid scorching the fabric. Fire helps heat the edges of the zipper, making them shrink slightly, stick more firmly and neatly, and fix the fabric fibers so they don't fray during use. Next, I moved on to the latch part, the most important part to create a new zipper. I took out the latch and latch holder, then started cleaning their entire surface before installing the new zipper. I used my hands and small scissors to remove all the dust, threads, and tiny pieces of fabric left inside the latch core. Thoroughly cleaning this core helps the latch fit more tightly to the zipper and avoid slipping when in use. Once the latch part was completely clean, I prepared 500 2 glue to fix it. I opened the glue cap and controlled the amount of glue to be moderate, avoiding the glue from spreading out and sticking to the fabric edges. 500 2 glue will help the latch part to be firmly fixed, not slipping or shifting when pulling the zipper up and down. Once the 502 glue was completely dry, I moved on to the next important step, reattaching the pin and the pin holder. First, I placed the pin in the prepared position on the buckle leg. I used my hand to gently hold it straight, then used pliers to press the pin firmly so that it would stick firmly to the buckle strap. I squeezed evenly on both sides so that the pin hugged the edge of the strap, not shifting when pulling up and down. After finishing the pin on one side, I continued to do the same with the pin holder on the opposite side. I put the pin holder in the right position, held it in place, then used pliers to squeeze it tightly until the pin was firmly attached to the buckle strap. This step needed to be done carefully to ensure that both sides of the pin were balanced and not warped. Once everything was pressed tightly, I proceeded to test. I inserted both sides of the buckle strap into the buckle head and tried pulling it up and down several times. If it feels smooth, without sticking or unhooking, the new zipper foot is working perfectly. This test helps ensure the zipper can be used stably for a long time and will not experience the same slipping or jamming problem as before. To make the zipper work more smoothly after creating the new zipper foot, I continued to do a small but very important step. I took a candle and started to lightly grind on both sides of the zipper teeth. I rubbed the candle back and forth several times from the top of the zipper to the bottom to evenly coat each tooth. This layer of wax will help reduce friction, making the zipper head slide more smoothly each time I use it. After grinding, I inserted both sides of the zipper into the zipper head as usual. Then, I tried pulling it up and down a few times to check the smoothness again. Thanks to the candle wax, the zipper became noticeably smoother, no longer feeling stiff like at first. Now, the jacket can be used normally with a new sturdy zipper foot and smooth zipper, so with just a few familiar tools and a little meticulousness, we have completely recreated the zipper foot for the damaged jacket. From aligning the two sides of the zipper, cleaning the pin, reattaching the pin, to grinding candle wax to make the zipper smoother, all can be done right at home without having to take the jacket to the shop. The jacket that seemed to have to be thrown away has now been revived, working firmly and smoothly like the original. Hopefully this little tip will help you save time, money, and prolong the life of your favorite items. If you find it useful, try it right away and share it with everyone.